Ahoy Pirates! This video will give you a full-on guide on how to plan a full winter season in Hokkaido, Japan. To ski and snowboard every powder day for under $1,000 per month. After several winter seasons living in Hokkaido, this is all my insider knowledge for a budget stay. Find all the timestamps in the description. To plan your stay, check out the link below. Discover the cheapest and closest ski field near Sapporo, free transportation to Rusutsu, affordable share houses and apartments, cheap ski and snowboard rentals, free things to do in Sapporo, dog sledding in Hokkaido, a winter pack list, ski season pass comparisons, and a full money breakdown. Ahoy Pirates! This video will give you a full-on review of the closest ski field 30 minutes from Sapporo in Hokkaido, Japan. Easily accessible daily for both beginners and advanced snowboarders and skiers. After 2 winter seasons living in Sapporo, this is my favorite ski field on weekdays, while working evenings. It's faster to access from Sapporo Station or Dori, and public transportation as well as ski tickets and food is way cheaper than at any other ski field around Sapporo. I will show you later in the video how to find the map links and the full guide. When you arrive at a ski field, it's like stepping into a snowy fairy tale. Everywhere you look, there's a magical white carpet covering everything. And the mountains covered in forests make it even more amazing. Whether you're good at skiing or snowboarding, or just trying it out for the first time, being here feels like a dream for everyone who loves snow. It's only a 30-minute ride away from the Sapporo city center by public transportation. I will show you later in the video how to get there on a budget by public transportation daily and how to get discounts on ski tickets. Believe it or not, I bought my season pass for less than $200 US. Here's a small view of the slopes and the ski field, but I'll show you later a more into-depth guide with a 3D map. The beginner's paradise. For those new to the slopes, the ski field offers a fantastic learning environment. The gentle slopes and well-groomed runs are perfect for beginners to fall in love with the sport. The dedicated instructors are friendly and patient, making the initial stages of learning to ski or snowboard a breeze. They are instructing in English and Japanese, but you must book beforehand. By the way, you can book me privately as well, because I'm a certified snowboard instructor. The magic of the ski field lies in its ability to make first-timers feel right at home in the snow and gives a local Japanese calm atmosphere. In the main hut, you will find a ski and snowboard gear rental shop, so you can come with your usual clothing and can get dressed properly here in full gear. You can also rent snow toys and sledges. The ski field is very family-friendly. There are different sizes of lockers for one-day usage and changing rooms next to the really clean and heated Japanese toilets. What a treat in the winter, I'm telling you. Let me show you the ski field and the different slopes. The ski field overlooks the ocean and the Sapporo city center. You can imagine the sunset views from here. From the main hut and reception in the middle, you will find 2 chairlifts for beginners. The highest lift will take you to the top with an amazing view. In the west, you will find more flat slopes through the forest, and also racetracks and big jumps for mogul skiers. At the bottom, you will see an Olympic-sized halfpipe, which was built up in February. And on proper powder days, I can recommend the untouched slopes in the east. Now let's talk about the adrenaline junkies, like me. Benkei isn't just for beginners, it's great for advanced riders too. The variety of runs, from challenging powder to thrilling moguls, the wide open spaces invite you to push your limits. And what I love the most is riding the powder through the bamboo fields. Snow conditions. The snow conditions are very stable from mid-December onward until the end of February. I experienced multiple days of hip-deep powder on weekdays, where I could just take the lift up and ride lines on the virgin slopes with no one around. That's what I call JAPOW! Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, shred the like button so more people can experience the dream of JAPOW! Please be aware to always wear a bear bell. Last season, a bear and a cub were seen very close to the ski field. Unfortunately, due to climate change, the poor bears can't get into proper hibernation so well anymore and of course are seeking food. Please find a full guide on what to wear for skiing and snowboarding, as well as where to buy a bear bell in this video here. The powder is consistently fantastic, providing that delightful resistance beneath your board or skis. Even during peak hours, the snow quality remains top-notch, making each ride down the slope a smooth and enjoyable experience. In the whole season, I only experienced ice for a couple of days in March. Be aware that weather conditions can change rapidly. The ski field also has an Olympic-sized halfpipe, which is truly a spectacle to watch. I even met the Japanese Olympic team here because it's one of their main training sites. Professionals as well as locals and even very young kids are having fun here. Please be aware of the rules if you would like to use it too. Japanese people are calm and patient while lining up after each other for the halfpipe. You will encounter Japanese military training here as well, as Japanese Olympic skiers jumping crazy flips in one of the snow parks. And how sweet is that? Free tissues at any lift station. Aww! I've never seen something like that anywhere else in the world. If you have been to Japan before, you probably recognize there are a limited amount of trash bins anywhere. But hey, look what I found here on top of the mountain. A trash bin with a scenic view over Sapporo, especially at sunset times. Can you spot the ocean? Beyond the slopes, the ski field offers a glimpse into the Hokkaido lifestyle. The cozy lodges, the aroma of hot ramen, and the local atmosphere gives a true taste of the Hokkaido lifestyle. The restaurants in both huts offer local Japanese and affordable food options. My favorites are the mountain vegetables, ramen, and the crazy hurricane potatoes. The food is very diverse and the menu is great even for vegetarians and vegans. You simply select your food from the English menu, but be aware you can only pay in cash. You can pick up your food at the restaurant with your ticket. If you're tired of sport, you can also just relax inside of the restaurant, close to a fireplace, and watch the calm snowfall and happy people outside. The inside space is called Berghütte. So German. By the way, calling all digital nomads out there like me, the free internet is so good and stable here that I sometimes even work next to the fireplace in the Berghütte. It's not just about the sport here, it's about embracing the snow culture connection with like-minded adventurers and respecting nature. Public transportation access. Navigating to the ski field is a breeze, thanks to Sapporo's efficient public transportation. From Sapporo Station or Odori Station, you can take the bus or the metro to Maruyama Koen. At Maruyama Koen, you will find a dedicated bus running every hour to the ski field. Be aware to have cash on you because the public transportation card does not work here. One trip costs you 210 yen. Or if you go daily like me, you can buy those cool old-school bus tickets. You can pay and feel like back in the 90s. Hop on the bus from Maruyama Koen and you will find yourself at the base of the slopes within 15 minutes. Be aware that your ski and snowboard needs to be covered in a bag, otherwise you are not allowed on public transportation. This accessibility makes the ski field an ideal destination, especially if you're exploring Hokkaido without a car. By the way, the ski field operates from 9 AM in the morning until 9 PM in the evening. And if you want to save a bunch of money, buy the early bird season pass for 30,000 yen instead of 60,000 yen at the beginning of October. So to sum it up, Sapporo ski field is like a snowy paradise for all kinds of winter fans. If you're new to skiing or snowboarding and want to try your first slope, or if you're really good and want some exciting challenges, it's the place to be. The awesome snow, the cool vibe of Hokkaido, and how easy it is to get there by public transportation makes it a super cool spot for everyone who wants an awesome winter adventure. If you are interested in season passes for Hokkaido, I created a full video guide here. I hope this review helps you plan your next snow adventure. If this video is helpful for you, a subscribe would mean the world to me in finding my real audience. Please find all the links in the description.
Ahoy Pirates! This is a guide for the free bus from Sapporo to Rusutsu ski field in Japan, plus a resort guide. I hear Rusutsu is one of the hidden powder destinations with perfect tree runs on Hokkaido. And I can confirm. It's only 2 hours with a free luxury bus ride from Sapporo to Rusutsu, meaning you could be better off staying in Sapporo, enjoying the city, and saving money. The reservation for the bus must be made before 5 p.m., a day in advance. You can even book the bus for multiple people. Don't forget to also book your return ticket. I'm going to show you where to book the bus later in the video. Buses depart from 7:35 a.m. until 8 a.m. to Rusutsu. When you arrive at the location, you will already see people lining up and buses departing. Go around the corner and check in with the name you gave at the registration to receive a little paper for the bus. If you need a coffee or some snacks, there's a konbini directly next to the bus stop. But be aware there is no toilet on the bus. If you reserve the seat, you don't have to worry about which bus to enter because they are all going to Rusutsu. The people working here will guide you. On the bus, you can relax for 2 hours and enjoy the beautiful scenery and dream about the best powder lines. Arriving at Rusutsu Resort Hotel, you can first purchase your ticket. I bought a 25-hour pass for around €200. Check out my upcoming videos about costs and seasonal passes. There are lockers you can store your gear in while shredding, and a konbini to buy some lunch beer. From the Rusutsu Resort Hotel, you first walk to East Number 1 Gondola. This gondola is for free and doesn't count toward your hourly lift pass. By the way, the 25-hour lift pass counts with every beginning of a new hour. Mine lasted for around 5.5 days. The first scan of your lift pass will be at the bottom of East Mountain. There are 42 kilometers of slopes, and in between tons of tree runs. And look how wide the slopes are. Well, good that I'm a snowboarder. Shred the like button for my friends face planking into the clouds. Wear a helmet. I usually get hit by branches at least 3 times per day. And enjoying little nature moments for yourself is magical. Arriving on the top, you can see the ocean in clear weather conditions and have a view of Lake Victoria. Some lifts close already at 3:30 p.m., so make sure you are taking the last ride in time to go home. Be aware, on public holidays or other occasions, there will be a line to get on the last lifts. You will have your last ride into the sunset and take the gondola back to the resort. Check out this roller coaster park. You will still have time to explore the fairy tale world of the hotel with all lights, shops, games, and a carousel. In the main lobby, where you see a creepy tree, there will be people already lining up for the buses back to Sapporo. The latest departure is at 5 p.m. After saying your name or showing your registration number, enjoy the ride home. They even pack your gear into the bus. What a service! Find the bus reservation link in the description, and you will also see where to pick up the tickets as well as the departure location on Google Maps. My next videos will be about stuff for free to do in Sapporo and where to rent snow gear. Ahoy Pirates! This is a guide of how to find a sharehouse in Japan, plus a full tour. Sharehouses are known to be one of the cheapest accommodations for living in Japan, in a social and central environment. Yay! Simply as that. Google sharehouse and the location or city you want to live in. I use a translation plugin with my browser because some websites are only in Japanese. I wanted to go snowboarding every day. And of course, having fun with my new friends. To find the right fit, I can recommend to define your own priorities. My priorities are price, location, and fulfilling my needs. Look for how many days or months the minimum stay is. I usually hop 1 up to 3 months. Some sharehouses have weekly, monthly, or even yearly rentals and targeting students, working people, as well as tourists. There are multiple agencies running sharehouses around Japan. Stick to one agency and you can save money with the administration fee while hopping around. Most rooms advertise with a single price, but usually there are fees coming on top, such as cleaning, utilities, administration, and so on. Be aware to calculate the actual amount for a room. Usually, sharehouses have an online contact form, or you can also directly text the manager of the property. Ask as many questions and be clear with what you want. But be aware that in some cases the responding time can take a while. After agreeing on the terms, some sharehouses send you a contract to sign online, and you can directly move in on the day of arrival in Japan. So I live in this building at the corner of the main street in Sapporo, Hokkaido, and you can even spy the living room on the second floor. And guess which room is mine? Yep, I usually slip on the ice when I enter and hold myself on my postbox. Downstairs we have the best camera surveillance to protect all shoes and of course my snowboard. Also laundry and dryers are easy to understand once you know which is the on button. So taking the elevator up to the second floor, we arrive in the main living room. Spacious, right? Lots of partying and chillaxing going on here. In the morning, people prepare their food for the day and sit at the kitchen bar pretending it's after work hours. And in the evening, you find the happiest people laughing about these crazy Japanese shows in the TV corner. You check out this tree growing through the room. Looks kind of like pirate Christmas to me.
So to keep it organized, everyone keeps their stuff labeled in a fridge or in their boxes. There's also tons of gaming stuff for everyone and funny hats. I love the rocking chair perfectly fitting next to the fancy gaming setup. I use this as a standing desk and a spot for people watching. There's even a book corner, the Wall of Fame, and a smoking area outside. Such a big living room, right? And the long table is perfect for beer pong. The kitchen has from rice cookers up to pans everything you need, as well as a sink to wash your dishes. I'm so happy we separate trash in Japan. That's my favorite corner in the morning, to drink my tea and checking the weather. Let's check out the rooms. Because I'm lazy, we take the elevator to my floor and arrive at the "No Boys Allowed" sign. Well, somehow they let a non-binary person living here. This is a room with a lot of space, and look at this view. And it comes with a comfy futon on the bed. Nope, that's not my room. I just use it sometimes to work on a desk because it's empty. On this floor are only 6 rooms, but currently we are only living with 2 people here. At the end of the hallway you find the shower and the sink, and my favorite, the fancy Japanese toilet with the heated seat. Yep, that's me again getting confused with buttons. I choose for a tiny room where I sleep on the ground like a true Japanese person, with an awesome view on the mountains from my window. I only have a heater in my room where I still haven't figured out all the crazy settings. Here comes my survival tip: bring a power socket which actually fits, and an extension cord. And be aware that Japan has 100 volt, not that your hairdryer is exploding. This was the guide.
Ahoy Pirates! This video will show you how to rent weekly or monthly in Hokkaido, Japan. If you want to stay monthly in Hokkaido, even hostels or booking via monopoly websites is way too expensive, as there is limited information in English. There are 5 big rental platforms for Hokkaido, and they have been happily used by my expat and Japanese friends. Unfortunately, the websites are all in Japanese, but you can simply use a translation plugin in your browser. I will show you later in the video how to find the links. Note it's almost impossible to get in direct contact with a house owner on your own, especially from overseas or as a non-Japanese speaking person. That's the reason the websites are connecting you with real estate agents. The websites are easily translatable and are structured either in regions or districts. I prefer the map view with prices as well as quick view pictures to have an idea of how I'm going to use public transportation to go snowboarding. Rentals range from single-room apartments to couple apartments and whole luxury houses with multiple bedrooms, great for groups. Isn't this house just perfect for digital nomad communities and larger families? The prices can of course vary, but in general are affordable. Keep in mind that the price is a bit higher for a stay under 30 days or up to 90 days. And keep in mind the heating expenses, because currently, as of 2024, there are policy changes regarding gas heating in Japan.
Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, shred the like button so more people can enjoy JAPOW.
These are the documents needed for the application: an official ID or passport or driver's license with a signature, your home address, salary. Usually you don't need a grantor because you will pay everything at once. After you contact the property on the websites, you will have a conversation and a viewing of the apartment in a video call before your arrival. Keep in mind that most Japanese real estate agents can't speak English, so just use a translator when you send them messages and state that you can't speak Japanese. Before your arrival, you will pay your rent by bank transfer or in cash. But keep in mind that only credit card payments are sometimes not possible. When you move in, you get a check-in date and a time of arrival. Usually the key will get sent to you beforehand. On the checkout day, you leave the key in the postbox. But other check-in and out methods are also possible. I will show you the areas where I would recommend you to rent and live if you would like to reach the ski fields easily by public transportation. I bought myself ski season pass tickets so I could snowboard every day and reach the powder as fast as possible. Maruyama-kon is a fancy area but very close to a ski field I snowboard on weekdays. The station is easily accessible by subway, and there's a direct bus for 210 yen to the ski field. Find the video here. Odori is very close to the Sapporo station, where the free bus to Rusutsu ski resort departs every day. It is very convenient and you can walk around without taking public transportation and have the big city feeling next to the Sapporo Tower and shopping streets. Find the video here. Around Teine Station, you will find a direct bus to the nearest ski field, which you need to pay daily. The area is only a 10-minute train ride away. Consider buying the JR pass to the Sapporo station. Find a comparison season pass video here. If you prefer living with a community feeling and with locals, consider renting a room in a share house. I can highly recommend share houses for budget rentals of around $500 per month. Find a video on how to find a share house and more info here. If this video is helpful for you, a subscribe would mean the world to me in finding my real audience. Ahoy Pirates! Based on my own experience living over 3 months in Hokkaido, Japan, I found the cheapest and best rental store. For the whole winter season, I paid only $160 for board and boots at Sotorend. I show you later in the video how to receive a 20% discount code. These guys are friends of mine and the video is not sponsored, as well as highlights locations where you can buy new or used gear around Sapporo. Near Teine Station, where the Winter Olympics in 1972 were held, you find a small local shop, owned by 2 best friends, who love winter sports and realize their ikigai with the rental, ice fishing and DIY yuki-itas. For the perfect powder, you need good reliable gear, because the snow conditions can change quickly from storm to powder within a day. You can rent ski and snowboards for adults and kids, as well as other winter gear such as jackets, boots, gloves, and so on. I got a good deal for a new face mask for 300 yen. Let me give you a small tour of the shop. You can rent individually or as a group and will always receive a freshly waxed board or skis. These are 5 tips for renting a snowboard. All of them are free service at Sotorend. First, snowboard size. It's a combination of your weight and height. Second, goofy versus regular. Check which foot you are riding forward with. Right foot front is goofy. Left foot front is regular. There's also a standard stand for beginners. Third is the board wax. You can check board wax if the edges are dry. 4. Adjust height back on new bindings. Minimum 4 for beginner. 5. Binding strap size. The boot needs to be perfectly fitting into the binding. Japan is known for its yuki-ita culture, and the shop creates their own. It's like a snowboard, but it doesn't have bindings and does not require snowboard boots. I had the pleasure of watching them craft one for some days. If you are interested in watching or crafting, just talk to them. The process takes days and includes many different stages. It's about selecting the right wood, drilling, cutting, polishing, taping, measuring, and so on. It's fun to learn from the locals, and in the end, try to write them. Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, shred the like button so more people can enjoy JAPOW. They even offer ice fishing trips to a beautiful lake where you will encounter wildlife such as snow foxes and catch some fish while enjoying nature. You can also try out their self-made yuki-itas and enjoy a fire. Don't hesitate to ask Sotoran any questions, for example about schools. Of course, the prices can vary in the future. Please find all links and receive a 20% discount link in the description. Check out prices on their website. My local tip, a little hidden gem, is the local izakaya around the corner, owned by a famous Japanese pro skier with amazing fresh food and local fish. If you would like to buy used or new skis or snowboards, I created a maps link for you to check out all second-hand stores in the description. Boots I would either rent or bring. Also, you need a cover bag for gear, otherwise you will not be allowed on public transportation. This video is helpful for you. A subscribe would mean the world to me in finding my real audience.
Ahoy Pirates! This is a guide for 6 free things to do in Sapporo, Japan. There's so much free stuff to do in Sapporo that I almost couldn't believe it. I show you later in the video how to find these places, so you don't need to separately look them all up. I created a list with Google Map pins for you, plus bonus places. FYI, 2 of the places you can only see in the wintertime. Yes, I know, it's nothing new, but wow, the famous ice festival. It was incredible. I can highly recommend coming to visit Sapporo when it's happening in February. If you come a day in advance, you can see the last finishing touches, like cutting the ice with different tools and an impressive flamethrower to make the ice shiny. Would you consider putting your hands in ice water for hours? You will discover big monuments in Odori Park for a whole week. The sculptures are big as houses. Well, they are houses. Each of them features a different show with a theme. The most impressed I was about the interaction you can have with the ice itself. I saw this instrument and already thought it's cool, until I discovered it actually controls the lights of the Sapporo Tower in real time. Wow! You can find Anime Ice Festival merch and other famous anime in limited edition. This sign shows how many people work on one sculpture. Incredible hours of work. Suddenly, I could hear the Beauty and the Beast playing and saw this amazing romantic piano show. I want those shoes! I discovered another romantic venue. The Sapporo City Observatory with a free telescope to watch the stars. I came just before sunset on a clear day, and first I could see a star in the daytime. Then the person volunteering adjusted the telescope and I looked right into the sun. Wow, I saw massive explosions. She also showed me pictures she took all around the world of the sky. Oh, by the way, the famous Netflix romance First Love was filmed here. The Sapporo Fushimi Inari Shrine is made out of beautiful and mystic 27 torii gates. Bowing at each of them takes time and you can feel the power by walking through them. And yes, it is a branch of Kyoto's, but hey, you can explore it in glittery snow. So I walked through a snowstorm and found this Illuminati pyramid in Japan. I wonder if you can snowboard down here. I appreciate it if you shred the like button so the video can spread to more audience. It turned out to be a gallery with beautiful scenery. And look what I found here, the Nirvana! In the summer there is an observation deck on the roof outside. You can rent snow gear to discover the environment and eat at the restaurant. I don't want to show too much because you should explore yourself, so here are some sneaky peeks. FYI, you can get there easily by bus from the underground bus station in Odori. Okay, bye Inu! The Snow Candle Way, Yukitoru, in Yutsankei is also happening in February. Hopefully I pronounced that right. The atmosphere is magical here. People come specifically for this event to the onsen town. It is 1 hour away by bus from Odori, Sapporo. You will see a shrine lighted up with candles and optical illusions. I couldn't believe how much work this is to create it with real ice and fire. You can walk around and discover different illuminations. They even have this cute mascot. For a sec I really thought I saw a little fairy. Nope, just my bad eyesight. I can recommend coming on a full moon eve and bringing very, very warm clothing. Yet another shrine, but this one is special because it's close to Ahoy Pirates! This is a guide to dog sledding in Japan, Hokkaido. I hear dog sledding in Japan is a must-do in winter. And yes, it is. This video will give you a full tour on how to book your adventure with prices. I will show you later in the video how to get there and where to book it. There are multiple options to experience dog sledding in Japan, from hotel resort activities to commercial one-day trips and more. I decided for a married couple running a small business. Kyoko and Dan are very professional and passionate about their dogs. Their lifestyle is something special, living for over 20 years in a house on Hokkaido next to their dogs and enjoying nature life. Such an incredible ikigai. The dog sledding season is usually from the beginning of December until the beginning of March, depending on the snow conditions. In the summertime, they run a campground. You can get there either by car or take the bus. See the maps link in the description. The bus departs from Ashikawa Station at bus stop number 3 to Takasu. I hope I pronounced that right. Get off at the last bus stop in Takasu and Kyoko is coming to pick you up with her van. Google Maps with public transportation works very well with this bus line. When you arrive, you get a warm welcome from the dogs. You can already see how excited they are. First, you will have time to say hello to all the doggies. And get an introduction inside a little warm cabin about how to dog sled. You will also get dressed up if you forgot to bring the right gear. The couple is very patient and will answer all your questions. They select the dogs for the sled by their name tags. You will learn how to brake and also how to release it. I thought the takeoff was the most fun because you feel how excited dogs are and how much power they have. You will receive video material from the camera facing you and the dogs, as well as pictures, some days later via email. The full package costs 16,000 yen. This includes pickup and drop-off transportation, photos and videos, snow gear, dog sledding, and feeding the dogs. Depending on how many people dog sled, you get a discount on the price. Please be aware there is a weight limit of a maximum of 85 kg per person. The people will take turns. Of course, the dogs have peeing and pooping breaks in between. Did you know laying in the snow is how the dogs cool down? If you just want to observe and sit in a sledge of the snowmobile, the ride costs 3,000 yen. It's super fun to watch the scenery from a different perspective. After the dog sledding, there's time to say thank you and feed the dogs. And of course, the aftercare with cuddles. Dan told me when people lose stuff while dog sledding, sometimes the crows will bring it back. Well, or steal their car keys. When you take the late tour, you can see a beautiful sunset, and the Inus will look golden. Shred the like button for these cuties. I went at the beginning of March and the snow started to melt. You can book via their website, Facebook, or call them. I communicated with them over email. Please find the links in the description. Then it was time to say goodbye to Kyoko, Dan, and the dogs. We had a fun, bumpy sunset ride home with enjoyable jazz music and even saw the full moon. Ahoy Pirates! This is a guide to what to wear skiing and snowboarding in Hokkaido, Japan. The winter in Hokkaido is very hard and should not be underestimated while skiing or snowboarding. Weather conditions can change very quickly. You can experience sunshine and heavy wind with snow on the same day. This video will break down all the essential snow gear you need for Hokkaido. FYI, I do not take backcountry or safety gear into account. You can find links for the gear in the description. So why the belt? Bears are really common on Hokkaido. Recently, one was seen very close to a ski field in Sapporo. And as much as I like bears, I certainly don't want to disturb one. A bear belt protects you from that encounter. You can purchase it in any 100 yen store or buy a high quality one in Mount Bell, Sapporo. Because of continuously changing weather conditions, different glasses come in very handy. I didn't want to carry around 2 pairs of goggles, so I bought cheap changeable snow glasses online with magnets. My set exists out of a sunshine reflection glass and a transparent glass for riding in the dark or when it is very heavily snowing. Mine cost in total around $50 US. To protect you from getting too much snow into your face and to avoid face burn, a ski mask is highly recommended because snow gets everywhere when you ride JAPOW. I bought mine in a Sapporo snowboard rental shop for around 300 yen or you can purchase it online. I don't ride anymore without a back protector, a helmet, and my buttocks protector. I can recommend a back protector with a zip so it is as close to your body as possible. Especially when you ride between trees, the protector should have panels on your collarbones and maybe on your hips. My multi-purpose buttocks protector also gives me an extra layer of isolation from the cold. I choose a half-brain helmet, which protects me at least 3 times per day when I hit branches. To be warm and properly isolate my body from the cold, I wear a high-quality underlayer. It's thin and breathable at the same time. Cheaper ones never did a good job for me. I like the long sleeve because it is connected to a face mask.
and protects me from snow falling into my jacket. Some people wear a hoodie or an underjacket on top to feel extra warm. If you can afford it, I can recommend you proper gloves for deep powder, which are high quality and 100% waterproof. They will come in very handy to put over your jacket and will last for many seasons. I can recommend getting a snowboard jacket, which is a bit longer and doesn't lift when you stretch or sit down. I like pants with higher snow hip protection. If you don't want snow coming in at all, I can highly recommend bibs, because you wear them over your shoulders. When I rent gear, I usually bring my shoe soles to put into my rental boots for extra comfort. I like thin snowboard socks which are breathable and high up so they fit in every boot. To dry my boots, I use shoe warmers. Yeah, I know, they seen better days. Not all ski fields in Japan have an NFC card reader. That's why I cover my ski tickets in a cover you can purchase in any 100 yen store or online. If you bring your own gear, you need to store it in a cover, otherwise you will not be allowed on public transportation. Shred the like button if this video helped you.
Ahoy Pirates! This is a guide for ski season passes in Sapporo, Hokkaido. There are more than 38 season passes on Hokkaido. Very overwhelming, for me at least. This video will focus on ski fields easily reached daily from Sapporo with cheap or free transportation. I will break down 3 season passes. Of course, that depends on your needs, money and experience, and what you prefer. Later in the video, I will give you a full chart so you can compare yourself. This video will give you an overall understanding of pricing, when to buy the pass, how to get to the ski field, snow conditions, as well as the level of experience, and so on. FYI, this video will only focus on season passes and not show discount prices on one-day tickets. The focus is to reach the ski field cheaply and fast on a daily basis from Sapporo. All tickets can be purchased from overseas too. The Kamori Ski Pass includes 4 ski fields: Sapporo Tena, Rusutsu Resort, Sapporo Resort, and Nakayama Tourist Ski Resort. You can ski down 4 mountains with one pass. Keep in mind that only Tena and Rusutsu are free or cheap and reachable from Sapporo by bus. That's why I will not take Sapporo Resort and Nakayama Tourist Ski Resort into account. There's a free daily bus from Sapporo to Rusutsu Ski Field Resort. Check out the link for the free bus in the description. There's also a direct bus to Tena Ski Field from Tena Station, which costs 380 yen per ride. The bus schedule is very limited and the bus can be overcrowded. The early bird adult price is 79,000 yen. The standard adult price is 95,000 yen. That's expensive, but worth it for the whole season. You can get the early bird ticket between early March and early November. The standard ticket can be purchased between early November and the end of the winter season. Meals are not included in the standard pass. Only customers who purchase from March to beginning of May will receive a 10,000 yen meal voucher as an early purchase privilege. Meals cost usually around 1,000 yen and a beer 450 yen on the slope. There are slopes for beginner, advanced, and intermediate, as well as ski schools. To get the full potential of the season passes, the level is advanced and intermediate. Rusutsu is proven to have the best consistent snow conditions over the season, from hip deep powder to well-prepared slopes. In comparison to Tena, you can also experience deep powder but not consistent. The slopes are well prepared but can be sometimes icy. This is the ski map of Rusutsu, with a total of 18 lifts and 42 kilometers of slopes. The Tamer ski map got a total of 15 lifts and 20 kilometers of slopes, and the fun part as well as the Olympia zone. And yes, both ski fields have designated areas for night skiing. The Benkei Season Pass is one of the cheaper options, and the ski field is very easily accessible from the Sapporo city center. That means you can go snowboarding either before or after work. There's a daily bus from Maruyama Koen Station in Sapporo to Benkei ski field. The bus takes only 15 minutes and costs 210 yen per ride. The early bird adult price can be up to 20% off from the standard price, but varies. The standard adult price is 61,600 yen. That's one of the cheapest season passes. You can get the early bird ticket between October and until end of November. The standard ticket can be purchased between December and the end of the winter season. Meals are not included, but if you own a season pass, you can purchase a meal for 640 yen per day. Most of the slopes are for beginner, but advanced can also have a lot of fun between the trees, and intermediate will enjoy the big half-pipe the most. Benkei got the best snow conditions between December and until end of February. Sometimes deep powder can also be expected, and the slopes are always well prepared. Benkei has got a total of 6 lifts and 11 kilometers of slope, as well as a big half-pipe. That's the ski map of Benkei, where I point out my favorite area. And yes, Benkei has 2 operating lifts for night skiing. The Onsen Season Pass is one of the cheaper options with a beautiful view of the ocean and the mountains. There's a free bus from Miyanosawa subway station, which takes 45 minutes, or a free bus from Asabu subway station, which takes 55 minutes. The early bird adult price is 33,000 yen. The standard adult price is 35,000 yen. That's one of the cheapest season passes. You can get the early bird ticket between early March and early November. The standard ticket can be purchased between early November and the end of the winter season. Meals are not included. Most of the slopes are for beginner and advanced. Intermediate will enjoy the fun part the most. Onsen ski field got the best snow conditions between January and until end of February, but it can get sometimes quite icy. And that's the ski map. Onsen has got a total of 2 lifts and 200 meters of slope, as well as the fun part. And yes, Onsen got 2 operating lifts for night skiing. Also good to know is that all ski fields have free Wi-Fi in the restaurants. That's the full breakdown of all season passes in a chart for you. There are other ski fields surrounding Sapporo, but after my research, the season passes mentioned are the easiest, fastest, and cheapest option around Sapporo.
Ahoy Pirates! This is a guide of how expensive is living and snowboarding in Japan, Hokkaido. I hear Japan has the best powder in the world, but I always thought it's unaffordable. This video will break down the cost I spend per month. FYI, I will not take the flight or food expenses into account, and I stayed 3 months on Hokkaido. First off, accommodation. I decided to live in a share house in the city center of Sapporo, 45 minutes to this nearest ski field. I pay around 400 euros per month for a small room with a great view on the mountains. Do you want to bring your own ski or snowboard gear or rent one? I decided to rent my gear from a local shop in Sapporo. They give me a freshly waxed board, boots and a bag for 165 euros for the whole season.
That means I paid €55 per month for my gear. Be aware to have your gear in a bag, otherwise you will not be allowed on public transportation. Next, the ski resorts and lift tickets. I bought the cheapest seasonal pass I could find for €348 and bought myself a 25-hour pass for Rusutsu ski resort for €200. That means I spent €360 per month on a lift ticket. Public transportation is inexpensive and I kinda spent €80 per month, taking bus or subway at least twice a day. One ride cost around 210 yen. This is the full breakdown I spent living and snowboarding in Japan for 1 month. The share house was €400. Snowboard rental, €55. The ski tickets, €316. And public transportation, €80. That brings me to a total amount of €851 per month. If you want to know how to find and organize living and snowboarding in Japan, check out the next videos. You will find a full guide.
I hope this review helps you plan your next snow adventure. If this video is helpful for you, a subscribe would mean the world to me in finding my real audience. Please find all the links in the description. Check out more videos about the nomad lifestyle and how to organize skiing and snowboarding in Japan on this channel. See you in the next one. Cheers and live your ikigai!